Hello there, and thank you so much for being with us on UBC TV. Welcome to the Extra, that is Good Morning Uganda Extra, an extension of Good Morning Uganda. I'm Robert Chirabo Nyonyintono, and this morning I want to be discussing issues regarding humanity. How do we extend love to the needy? How do we extend love to the vulnerable? Those that need a hand, how do we do it? And well, I have guests who come from an organization known as Humanity First. Now, they do quite a number of things under this organization, but we'll be knowing more. I'm Robert Chirabo Nyonyintano. Now, with me, I have Ali Bashir, a Deputy Director, Marketing, Fundraising, Humanity First Uganda. You're most welcome.
Thank you so much, sir.
And just next to me, I have not a very new face, I must say. He's been in the issue of extending a hand through Humanity First. That is Mukwanga Abdrakim, who happens to be the Deputy Director, Global Health, Humanity First Uganda. You're most welcome, Abdrakim.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chair.
How have you been? It's quite some time. I last heard you last year when you were going to extend a hand to the needy. So how have you been since then?
We've been so fine. Alhamdulillah. Last year we went to Mbale. That's where we had our Global Health medical camp. And still you remember my brother who was here last time, he was called Chwan Kabdu. He's the director, gift of sight, restoration of eyes and everything. Last year he was in Bulambuli. Yes, he was in Bulambuli. He worked on quite a number of surgeries, still with Mbale Regional Referral Hospital. So we've been catching up. We try, as we told you last time, you should come and join Humanity First, give us the donations so that we can give back to the community. We told you cataract surgery, our cataract surgery takes around 250,000 Ugandan shillings. But when you go to any, specialized clinic in Uganda for eye surgeries, you'll go up to like 1.5, at least 2 million to do just a surgery of the eye. So we try as much as possible to reach these little benefits to the less privileged of the community.
Well, that is known very much to me, but for our viewers who are seeing us for the first time or who has heard of Humanity First Uganda and doesn't have clear information about this, Bashir, just give us a brief overview about Humanity First, your objectives and the various organs under Humanity First.
Thank you so much, Mr. Moderator and the UBC TV. It's my first time being here and I'm so much obliged and happy. As the moderator said, I'm the Deputy Director, Humanity First Uganda, under the Directorate of Marketing and Fundraising. Humanity First Uganda is not it's an organization that is young. It is a very old organization that was set up or incorporated in 1995. It is an international charity, which was basically set up to do charity work regardless of the political affiliations, regardless of the gender, regardless of the sex, and anything which can cause discrimination or sectarianism. The organization was set up globally in Uganda. It happens to be registered in 2007. Yeah, in 2007, that's when it was registered in Uganda. Implied that it actually entered Uganda in 2007. Humanity First as an organization, just like I had mentioned in my preamble, it looks at restoring or assisting the poor and the underprivileged. As people, we live together, but there are those who are really underprivileged and those who are really not at the having equal opportunities, both of us. So we might first have to come up with a total of about 8 programs in a bid to attain its objectives of providing people relief and also promoting peace. So we have about 8 programs. These 8 programs that we are having, one of them is the disaster relief. Disaster relief, as you know very well, whenever there's a disaster, many people get affected. People are displaced, they lack shelter, people will fall sick. I don't want to be global, but because we are in Uganda, we saw what happened in Bududa when there was a landslide. It took time for people to restore, even the mental issues come in, because Mr. Moderator, if you had your house, and then from nowhere it is taken away, then definitely, and sometimes maybe your family is killed, or maybe you die and your kids are left behind. So definitely there's that mental issue. And also you realize that people will lack food. So under the program of disaster relief, Humanity First comes in to give temporary assistance to the affected individuals. And so far, so good. Humanity First has really tried so hard. Globally, even right now as I speak, Humanity First Uganda, Humanity First International is already in Gaza, helping the people be affected by the war under its program of global disaster relief. So we have the program of Knowledge for Life. Knowledge for Life is a program which is looking at, you realize that many people are not at school, not because it is their wish, but because of the maybe unavailable resources, sometimes conflicts, just like in the DRC Congo, people are really not unsettled. So Humanity First comes in to see that people are given education and they're empowered. Actually, we have a theme that education is the most powerful theme we can use to transform individuals under that program. So under Humanity First, we go ahead and provide people with better education. And under this program, Humanity First has so far built around 34 schools. And in Uganda's perspective, we are being the beneficiary. As I mentioned, we already have 2 vocational institutions, one in Budaka, another one in Chotera, basically empowering people with skills and making sure that these people become useful, because our education is really given at unaffordable amounts of tuition, and we aim at giving people skills that will empower them or will make them have something to do, not rendering them unemployed. Then we have the program of global health. My director has just spoken. He's the deputy director. Under the program global health, here people, you know, there are a lot of medical issues across the globe. Humanity First under this program, it has a team of medical doctors. Actually, I was reading about our global health department. I heard we have almost a team of 400 doctors, that's specialized doctors who come.
That is globally.
Globally.
Yes.
These doctors come.
Maybe for a bit of more clarity, when you talk about Humanity First, it's an international organization. You didn't mention how many countries you're operating in.
Okay, thank you so much. You might
so that's when you talk about a global pool, someone has a clear picture that yes, it is an international organization, because we have international organizations operating in 2 countries, in 3 countries, you know.
Thank you so much. Humanity First, let me go back. Humanity First, as an organization, we have our headquarters in the United Kingdom, and we are operating in the total of about 34 countries, sorry, 54 countries. And administratively, being our headquarters, Humanity First, I said it is looking at the impoverished communities. So when you go to the 5 continents in the entire world, we are targeting countries which are really, the third world countries which are really struggling and having a lot of humanitarian issues. So in Uganda happens to be the beneficiary. So at a global level, we're in 54 countries operating these programs I've been mentioning to attain our goal of helping and rescuing the needy. That's why our theme is serving mankind. So whenever there is that issue that really needs help, there's need to help individuals, you might first come.
That's why you've talked about helping those in disaster-stricken areas.
Yes.
You've talked about knowledge
for life.
For life.
Yes. Then I was coming to Water for Life. We try and remember that in Africa and other parts of the world, water is a problem. Maybe it might be either we are taking unsafe water or there is scarcity. So it might first has come in and installed so many, has made so many installation of boreholes and also rehabilitated very many spring wells. So many, and in Uganda almost, that is our biggest department. We always install so many boreholes, and we have protected so many water wells to make sure that people take safe water. Then we have a project of program of food security, just like you have had food. Many people, you find that Uganda, I always move around, people who say Uganda, we don't have land, there's land. First, someone seated on 1 acre or 8 acres of land but is crying of poverty. Sometimes it's about the mindset and also the knowledge of how to utilize the land. So Mind First is trying to, we under food security program, is trying to transform farmers from being subsistence to commercial. At least have 1 acre of land benefiting you commercially, and also you'll be earning what to eat. Through that program, we are empowering farmers. We are training, giving them training on how to which crops to plant on their pieces of land. When someone might be in Kampala, his land is good for maize, yet is planting peanuts. But you might first, with collaboration with government agencies, the agricultural officers, they try to speak and to farmers, a group of farmers, reach them, talk to them. First of all, we give them free seeds and also give them fertilizer. We empower them. This is something I did mention, that most of the programs, all the programs are free of charge. There's nothing we charge as Mind First. Being a charity, we don't charge anything. If we are operating you, it is free of charge. If we are giving you these seeds I'm mentioning, or the cows we give and the goats, we give free of charge, basically to empower farmers to become somebody. Because you find someone is rearing a goat for almost 4 years and is not benefiting, the goat is a burden to him. But Mind First looks at which breed of the goat is good for a farmer to rear in 1 year and become somebody or benefit from that project. So we have also tried to do that. And then we have a project or a program of gift of sight. The former director who was in studio with my director is Mr. Abdu Chwanukaya is the one in charge. We restore people's eyes. Remember, when your eyes are closed, it is worse when at first you saw the world and then the eyes closed. You become disturbed. So here Mind First tries to rescue people's eyes through my target operations. We are collaborating with Mbale Referral Hospital. We restore people's eyes through, normally we go to the field, make screening. Last year we are in the Dadile Center where we did our screening, where we have a team of doctors. As I said, we are collaborating with Mbale Referral Hospital, that eye unit. The whole of the eye unit is carried to our camp. We screen. Where there are minor cases of eye drops, we handle in the field. But in cases of operation, they are taken to the hospital. A team, Mbale Referral Hospital, works on them. Then last year we went further to provide glasses to those who needed glasses at the same time. Then we also have the program of community care. Community care looks at, we can have a group of individuals who will have similar issues or similar problems. For example, we might have a team of mothers lacking mama kids. We might be in a community where maybe people are lacking what to eat. We might be in a community, we might have similar needs as a group. So Mind First comes in and rescues that group, and so far, Mind First has gone to so many hospitals. We were in Chidera center for, we gave them so many relief items like wheelchairs, mattresses. That hospital was really badly off. We might first have to rescue that community and ensure that at least once the hospital is admitting patients, that at least they'll look at hospital, at least like others in the country. Then we have been over distributing mosquito nets where we have seen areas of mosquitoes really causing malaria. You might first has gone in and rescued individuals. Then Mr. Moderator, you might first has further done a lot of things which I can speak for. I will need almost a week.
Yes, but the good thing is you've given us the various areas where humanity comes in, restoration of sight. You've talked about knowledge. You've talked about those core 8 programs. Now, I want to bring in my brother here. When we talk about humanity first, one would wonder, what has been your impact so far? Are there tangible? I have hosted a number of charity organizations, but you see they seem to be everywhere. Yet they, at the end of the day, when you go on ground, they are nowhere. They will talk about, we've done this, we've done that, we've done this, we've done this. And so they have so much that they're doing, but of less impact because they're not doing anything to the end. Everywhere is just a drop in the ocean, and at the end of the day, there is nothing that they're doing. So let's look at the impact of Humanity First Uganda.
Thank you so much. My brother has just tried to elaborate some of the programs offered by Humanity First Uganda. Allow me, because personally I'm the Deputy Director, Global Health. My director or my superior is Dr. Sechikubo Mosa. He works with Makerere University, Department of Obs and Gyne. To me, he's a professor. He's a PhD holder, and he very much understands the particular needs that can be offered in global health, because global health basically deals with, giving medical aid to the deserving ones. So what we do in global health is, so I'm trying to look at the impact of global health here. So what we do in global health is we identify an area which may need the health support, and in most cases those areas we choose a health center, in most cases health center form, and what we do, we provide these services to those individuals, of course the less privileged ones. And in these services, I will just read out something small here. So in Uganda, we've so far had 5 medical camps. And of those 5 medical camps, we've, at least most of them, we've had them in the Mbale district, where we've seen more than 1,000 patients. And in these ones, we are mainly seeing a range of services, ranging from dental services. Last year we had a rheumatology team that came from the UK, and it was a specialist who was seeing these patients. And we had also a cardiologist from the UK, and they were trying to screen and also treat patients with cardiovascular issues or diseases. Last year still we had laboratory services, quite a number of them. We offered scan services, we offered x-ray services, we offered treatment to those who deserved it. And of course, the impact doesn't stop there, because number one, we had to meet with the Busitama University Vice Chancellor, and there we discussed a number of issues, and in the issues we discussed CMEs, those are continuous medical education, with the students of Busitama University. In this, we are trying to, try to improve on the health setup of Uganda, borrowing a leaf from the UK, because we know UK is a first world country, so if we borrow a leaf from their health services, we get to know what made them become a first world country, so that we can also implement the same things in our healthcare system to reach, or to try and reach where they've reached so far. Then in so doing, we also meet with the teams of the health facility where we've held our medical camp. For example, this year we are going to Budaka Health Center 4, and we hope to have an interaction, a greater interaction with the team there, trying to learn from each other, trying to see how should patients be treated, what laboratory tests are supposed to be done, in which condition, how do they impact on the health of the individual. So all this is like a learning point whenever we go for the medical camps. It's not only the patients that gain in our medical camps, but even the health professionals have a gain that we go through the CMEs, the continuous medical education, with them, so that they can broaden their minds in dealing with medical conditions. And then in gift of sight, for example, maybe something else, in global health, we've tried also to liaise with a number of government agencies or government ministries. We are dealing right now with Ministry of Health, and we are happy that we've gotten a memorandum of understanding with Ministry of Health that will help us to propagate even more our ideologies to the disadvantaged communities of Uganda. And this probably, we shall probably get some waivers here and there, and maybe in licenses and work permits for those experts that come from outside to join us in Uganda. Then in gift of sight is another program of Humanity First. We have had around 4 eye camps, gift of sight camps, and in these we've screened over 1,000 patients. Some of these, mainly our specialty is cataract surgery. We may not deal so much with glaucoma, but our specialty right now is cataract surgery. We have a very well-trained team of ophthalmologists and Mbale Regional Referral Hospital, led by Dr. Rach. As I told you last time, she's a non-Muslim. You know, sometimes when they see this camp, you may think that Humanity First is run by Muslims.
Just like I was wondering how the headquarters happens to be in the United Kingdom.
Exactly.
Given a few,
exactly.
a little bit of a background to Humanity First, and the founder there, I was like.
Exactly, exactly. So it's not only for Muslims. Dr. Arach is not a Muslim, and she helps us so much. She's a volunteer with Humanity First. So under her team, we conduct gift of sight camps, and so far we've had more than 400 eye surgeries, because in the previous camp there were around 210 surgeries. The previous one before that was around 200 surgeries, and all these surgeries, as I've just told you in the preamble, in the beginning of our program, they take not less than 250,000 to work on a single eye of someone. You know, someone gets a restoration of the eye or of their sight after 5 years of not seeing anything, and that one day they see each and everything. They see the world, you know, laid out to them. They were a farmer. It was someone was a farmer, and they were probably layering their chicken or doing their plowing in the gardens. But because something happened 5 years back, they are no longer doing that. Then today, because gift of sight has come and restored their eye, they are back to their economic activity that gave them something to eat. Yes, so it changes people's mind or people's lives, and it gives hope back to the community. So we've worked on more than 500 patients since the inception of gift of sight in Uganda. And as I've just told you, we don't only benefit the patients, but we benefit the community as well. So under gift of sight, we have a program of scholarship. Scholarship of, you know, giving scholarships to ophthalmic officers, where right now we are having around 3 ophthalmic officers currently under the gift of sight scholarship program. So this, we believe, in the near future, after their studies, we shall use them to give back to the community in these camps that we organize. Just a small one, Humanity First Germany, as my brothers told you, we have branches in different areas. So Humanity First Germany saw it wise or saw it benefiting that it is donating 2 trucks, 2 gift of sight trucks. You know, these are like
Mobile surgery.
mobile eye clinics. Yeah. So those 2 trucks are coming fully loaded with surgical equipment, eye surgical equipment, and we hope to use them to, you know, like a mobile way of touring the whole of Uganda, singling out communities that best need these services. And the benefit about them is that we shall not be waiting for the camp specifically, because we normally have 1 camp in a full year. But this time round, because of the mobile nature of the trucks, we shall be moving out maybe 3 months or 4 months. So you can have around 3 or 4 eye surgical camps around Uganda. And we hope this will highly increase on the implementation and, you know, delivery of services of Humanity First to the communities. And probably I can give you another one under orphan care. It's another program of Humanity First. Orphan care, we basically look at the orphans of the community. As last time we told you, orphans are those who cannot, because you can also be an orphan, but if you can afford basic needs, then you're not highly deserving, like that orphan who has lost a mother or father, and probably this was the bread earner in the family, and probably that they are too young to even sustain for themselves. So we give them a stepping hand, or a chance in life. And right now we have a yet to start operating orphanage. It's in Fort Portal. Last time we were just talking about it. Right now it is done. And we hope to, I think the recruitments have started already.
Yes.
And we hope to recruit more than 50 orphans into that orphanage, helping them out with basic needs, needs of education, feeding, shelter, and all that. So this is under orphan care. And of course, I told you last time that we were here, there are very many orphans. But 1 step is a good start. So we can start with 1 orphanage. As time goes on, of course, our vision and mission is to have as many orphanages as possible, so that we can help as many Ugandan orphans as possible, to give them a helping hand in life.
Well, you've both talked about a number of programs, if I may call them that Humanity First focuses on. But the question now is, how do you deal with the issue of human resource? Because we know you need people. And looking at these about 8 programs,
yes.
If you're going to have people running orphanages, you're going to have those in global health doing the various operations here, you're going to have those in disaster, ensuring there is food, you have water for life, you're going to have those in that. So all these 8, how do you handle the element of human resource? Bashir, briefly.
Thank you so much. It is a very good and beautiful question. And many people have asked us that how you handle the capacity of human resource. The answer is just clear. We are working with a very big team of volunteers. Our human resource, starting from the top leadership of Uganda, that's our chairman, up to the grassroots, we are basically working with volunteers. Even we in the studio, we are volunteers, and we call upon.
So you guys work for no pay?
Yes, sir, we don't.
Maybe a few allowances just to enable things happen.
Yeah, sometimes we even facilitate ourselves, because this organization, just like my brother said, although it is non-religious, but we believe that we as human beings, we are brought in this world, but after this world, we are going to be asked what we did in this world. So we always give people the opportunity to do something that will enable them answer questions afterwards. So we are dealing with, actually, our biggest funders and volunteers are not only Muslims, or are not only individuals who are willing to be paid. They are purely volunteers. Just like I told that team of 400 doctors, they are purely volunteers, they are not paid. So our capacity, that's how we manage our capacity. And those are open. Even you too, my brother, you can join Humanity First and you serve mankind. It is an opportunity. Thank you.
And last time you promised me that when we talked of the gift of sight, 250,000, you know, you said, okay, I think I have to join some program here.
I'm looking at how best I can fit in, and of course our viewers, this is a noble cause, because anything that aims at serving humanity is something that you can never get an earthly reward over it, but the heavenly reward is so high about that. So why not support humanity first? Why not join this noble cause? And I want to call upon the tycoons in this country. You know, there's something that I've always found very interesting about Uganda, though annoying at the same time, that when you listen to many people in the developed world, when they're talking about themselves, they talk about charity first.
Exactly.
They're respected due to the level, their injection into charity. Now come to Uganda.
You know, they call them the philanthropists.
They'll talk about the big cars they have. Bagaga Kwagarana. They talk about that, they talk about this, but not anything to do with charity. Even when even those standing for elections, I always do stories that our blood banks are not doing very well. So if you're coming as a member of parliament and you've never even donated blood, yet you're coming to stand for a member of parliament, really? You've never given anything into charity unless it's a campaign move. Well, Humanity First Uganda is offering you this opportunity to be part of their initiatives aimed at serving humanity. You can be one of these people that we are talking about, you know. Help someone regain sight. You know, support the orphans. That is another good thing. We may not have so many disasters, but the education, gift to knowledge, you know, and all this, why not get in touch with these brothers? Well, let me first go for this break. When I return, I want us to focus on the upcoming camp. Good morning.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda Extra.
Have you packed more with Harbour jelly and Harbour foam? Yes, we packed. It will protect your skin from skin rashes. More with pack. It is a new improved more with Harbour jelly. So soft and smooth. It is a more with Harbour jelly.
Tell me, kids, the sense. Any irritations? No more rashes and irritations. Movit Herbal Jelly and Herbal Soap is rich in natural herbs for a smooth and glowing skin.
Movit All Day Confidence.
The energy of this land comes to life in dreams and memories. It lights up in these nights and leads us towards new horizons. It was born in the hearts of these men, of these women. The energy of this land comes from here. It comes from Africa, and it vibrates in each of us.
Empowered by Africa.
Oryx service stations, powered by Africa.
The only water that can quench my thirst. Aquafina, we are good. Aquafina, hydration that is good. With essential one, good. Aquafina is my drinking water, my love.
In the production process of Aquafina, we expertly filter every drop, providing clear and perfect tasting water to help you keep hydrated with the added benefit of minerals. Aquafina is bottled by Pepsi Cola International in Uganda and is available at only 1,000 shillings.
Welcome to Dade Nazarene Primary School, Luzira, a school that gives your child a positive learning environment that makes them feel comfortable and safe. We are a progressive year-round nursery and primary school, providing a child-centered approach to early learning, collaborative family atmosphere, and a safe, inspiring environment that encourages exploration and creativity. Dade Nursery and Primary School offers a wide range of co-curricular activities that promote teamwork, physical and mental development, including ballet, soccer, basketball, piano, and home economics. Admissions are in progress from baby class to P7, starting from the 8th of January to the 5th of February 2024. Find us at the first left turn after Oryx Service Station towards Luzira.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda Extra.
Welcome back and thank you for being part of Good Morning Uganda Extra on UBC TV. I'm Robert Chirabonyonyi, in case you have just joined, and I have two lads from Humanity First Uganda with whom we are discussing how to extend a hand to the needy. Now, one would ask, how do you identify these groups? Because when you talk about the needy, even if I move just out of the studio, we would see the needy. So what criteria do you use, Bashir?
Thank you so much, once again, moderator. Humanity First, just like I mentioned, it is an organization that is built on professionalism. So by the time we think about extending relief, we will have always surveys. There are teams that always do surveys on ground. But already there are some projects which you don't need, or programs which you don't need even serious. It is just a matter of common knowledge now, like disasters. If there's a disaster, we have COVID. Maybe in the Bududa there's a landslide. Okay, maybe somewhere there is, there's some programs now like disaster relief. Those are matters of common knowledge. You don't need to do so much. Maybe we just go for ground assessment. But when it comes to programs like global health, I'm with my director, deputy director in the studio. This team, they go on the ground and assess the need. Because, as you said, there's need everywhere, but we always focus on the match. People really need the match need because of our budget. Otherwise, if we had enough or a bigger budget, we would have assisted each and everyone in this world. Like, for example, the camp we are going to have in the Udaka Health Center, they had to travel around the country. They had to identify Udaka. And when we went there, really there's need. Whoever has not gone to Udaka Health Center and seen the need should reach there and see on the day of the medical camp, because even after interacting with the administrator of the hospital, we saw there was much need. And sometimes also depend on government reports. They always come up and they show us, like the last time we had a medical camp in Paris Health Center, it was reported that was the area where there was a lot of eye issues and many people were suffering from eye problems. We had to base on that report, that authentic report from the government. And also, and look at our program for food security, empowering farmers. It is the government has always reported that Busoga and Bukede, those are the poorest regions, and it means, as we went first, we based on that to also see whether we go and assess the report, and we can come up with that. That's how we come up with identifying the need to do our implementation of our programs.
Let's move direct into the Budaka, the camp that is coming up. What exactly is going to be happening there?
Thank you so much. In Budaka Health Center 4, we've paid a visit so far, I think 2 times now, and we are working on the camp preparations. We've already sent in our letter of approval to the Director General, Ministry of Health, and we've also secured licenses for our doctors who are coming from the UK. So basically in Budaka Health Center 4, we want to extend a number of services. And in these services, we are looking at number one, rheumatology. We have a specialist coming in from the UK, and is a rheumatology specialist. We have a service of cardiology, cardiovascular, conditions.
Now, rheumatology, what is that?
Oh,
My
sorry.
view, yes, when you go to cardio, I want you to break these properly so that a person knows that on such and such a date, if Allah subhanahu is with me and I move to this health center in Budaka, I may
get this
I may
particular
get
service.
this.
I understand.
Yes.
So in rheumatology, we are basically looking at issues concerning the joints and the bones. So if you have maybe joint pains, those chronic joint pains, you're a candidate for a rheumatologist to see you. If you have inflammation in the joints, sometimes your joints can swell, and this can go on for quite some time. Probably you've not gotten a specific treatment for that particular condition. You have a chance of the rheumatologist who is coming in from the UK. Things dealing with weak bones, I can't walk well, I've been on a wheelchair for so long, but every limb of mine is okay, but I've been on the wheelchair for so long, and whenever I stand up, I feel so weak, I can't walk. This is the chance for you. If you're in Budaka or the surrounding areas, you can come in, and the rheumatologist will be around to see you. We have another service called cardiology, or a cardiologist coming in from the UK. And this deals with heart conditions, basically heart or blood, circulation. Sometimes people have their hearts are pumping so fast. Some people are having hypertension. Some people are having hypotension. Some others are having fats in their veins, and blood is not moving so well. This is the chance for you to come in. Some other people can be maybe having some paralysis of some kind, maybe blood is not reaching that area or something like that. This is the chance for you to come. If you're in Budaka or any surrounding areas, we shall be having a cardiologist to handle cardiovascular conditions, issues dealing with the heart and blood circulation. Then we shall be having something that we've been having always, and this is dental services. We have a team of dentists in Uganda working with us as volunteers, but we are privileged to have also a dental surgeon coming in from the UK who will be with us together with this team of volunteers from here. And they will be handling issues ranging from extractions. You have a tooth that has been a problem for quite some time, and you've not had the chance to have a specialist who can tell you what exactly to do. This is the chance for you. They'll be doing restorations, they'll be doing fillings, and they'll be doing also what we call things like scaling and brushings, and issues of, they normally, I'm not a dentist, but I've loved their services. They normally take kind of a scan or an x-ray of the two jaws. They identify, and sometimes they even give you, those bracelets that can pull back the teeth to where they're supposed to be, something like that. So we shall have all these services at Budaka come the 23rd, 24th, and 25th of this month, inshallah. And all of you who have issues with the teeth, you need a consultation, you need a restoration, you need a filling, you need an extraction, come to Budaka. All those people around Budaka Health Center 4 in Budaka and the surrounding areas, we shall be working on all these things. We have a team of psychiatry officers. These people, they are called, it's an NGO also, it's called Save the Mind, Uganda. Yes. We shall be working with them, and they will be dealing with those people who are having psychiatric conditions or disorders. So we shall have them there. We have a specialist who has graduated from Makerere University, and his specialist is in speech therapy. So those people who are having issues with, you can have a kid at home, maybe they were talking some time back and they're no longer talking, or maybe they've taken so long without any word coming out from their mouth. We shall have a speech therapist at site to look into those matters. There may not be so many, but at least, you know, we don't want to leave out such individuals also, the benefits. We shall have, of course, the general doctors who will be looking at the general conditions of everyone. Things with maybe GIT conditions. GIT is the gastrointestinal tract. You know, I don't know if our viewers have understood gastrointestinal tract, but the tube that, you know, when you eat, food goes into the stomach, gets out. Sometimes it can have also issues. Yeah, you have maybe ulcers, or you have stomach upsets each and every time. So we shall have that team. It will be around on site, which will look at the general presentation of the whole body. You have anything that is disturbing you and probably you need a touch of a specialist, you can come in. We shall have a team. As I've just told you, my director is called Dr. Sachikubo. He's a gyne. He's an obs and gyne specialist. He will be around with us on those 3 days. And we have also another specialist from the UK who will be an obs and gyne specialist. So all those mothers or all those ladies who are having problems with their maybe reproductive organs, they have issues with the uterus, they have issues with the cervix, they have issues with their fallopian tubes or whatever. You've taken so long without having a kid, you don't know what is happening. Probably you have fibroids and you don't know what to do next, maybe to do a surgery or to take medication. You want that touch of a consultation with a specialist. Please come in. Specialists nowadays are very expensive to see.
Very.
You have to pay around 60,000, 100,000 to see a specialist. Later on, that specialist is probably a master's holder, and now to see a PhD holder, it can even go up to 150,000 just to see a person, not even treatment. So here we are giving you this opportunity to come in and see these specialists. They are world-class specialists. I've just told you my big man is a lecturer at Makerere University in the Department of Obs and Gyne, and he also works with the new Mulago maternity ward for the ladies. So he's very acquainted with all the knowledge of Obs and Gyne. So come in and he will give you a touch. He's called Dr. Sachikubo Musa, but I'm also having another specialist coming in from the UK, Dr. Maksum Said. All these people will be around to give you all this touch of whatever is needed.
Well, so much that you're going to be benefiting from this camp. Now, a quick one, because time is running. We must get out of here and leave room for more programming. But one would wonder, yes, these people are not paid, they're volunteers, but all these services still require funds. So, Ali, how do you get the funds? How do you manage to pull all these things off?
Thank you so much. We thank the Almighty Allah. He's the one who provides and the one who gives.
My brother, yes, Allah subhanahu provides, but you must have a criteria of how you...
Of course, he puts in place a criteria.
Otherwise, I would also sit home and say, subhanahu, Allah is going to provide, He's so merciful. But I wake up and I'm here every morning.
After even Jesus prayed and bread flew from the heaven.
My friend, those days of manna from heaven. These days God is just multiplying fish and bread. But that manna from heaven, you may wait for it and never get it.
Okay. Thank you so much. We are so much happy. This is actually, I would have made it, you know, in Africa, we always thank by kneeling down, but because I'm in the studio and seated, there's no much space for me to kneel down. I appreciate all our donors. Humanity First is basically running its operation on donations. These donations are actually domestic here, then at the international level. We have people who are really putting what they have in Humanity First to serve
generous
mankind.
people in
Yes,
Uganda.
they are there. And that's why we are also pleading you join us. In other way, either you become a volunteer or you start putting something. We are not putting limits that pay 1 million. Anything you give Humanity First.
I love serving God with money. I may not serve Him practically there, but I support ministry, I support charity.
Yes, so Humanity First as an organization is actually having donations, and we have our donation accounts in case you need you want to pay, donation accounts are there. And through other ways, at International Globe, the team is trying to use all the possible means of looking for donors through charity runs, through marathons, and through other ways. And in Uganda here, we also have a team which always dedicated to serve and donate to us, even within the government, the ministers, the commissioners. We have individuals who are really giving us support. And as an organization, another strategy or another way of making it a little bit to create transparency, we always make returns to government. We are always fulfilling people's wishes. The moment you give us money to construct a borehole, we make sure that borehole is constructed and it is doing its part. Because we have individuals who just put up a borehole and then after 1 week, it dries up. Yet she has been given 20 millions to erect it. So as you might first, we have tried, first of all, to put people's money into use. And also, we have always, as our question was really directed, where do we get the funds? Donation. We are getting donations domestically, and we're also getting donations internationally from individuals legally. Yes, not from homosexuals, legal money.
Legal money.
Yes.
I think the term there would be clean money.
Yes.
Clean money, free from evil. Now, we are getting out of here, but I'll just be having your parting shot. Sebo, as we move out of here, what is your parting shot to Ugandans, to people watching us as we head to Budaka?
Thank you so much. I will also want to add my voice to my brother's voice. I want to thank so much our donors and those particular individuals who have given a hand to Humanity First. I will not leave out Honorable Mululi Mukasa, the Minister of Public Service. He has been a stepping hand for Humanity First. He has supported us in quite a number of things. I won't leave out Honorable Betty Kamia. I won't leave out Honorable Kasule Lumumba. All these people have been a stepping hand for Humanity First, and I want to call upon all the other tycoons, as Mr. Shelo has done. I want to call out all the other tycoons in Uganda. Mr. Haji Semakula, Sema Properties, please come in and join Humanity First Uganda. Mukuru Chirumira, Galana.
His Excellency now.
His Excellency Chirumira, please come on board and help out Humanity First Uganda. I want to thank Haji Idichwanuka. I want to thank Shoaib Monsera. These people have been there to help Humanity First, and I'm calling out to all Ugandans. Last time we told you, everyone is a potential donor. 100 shillings can do quite a huge amount of job. 10,000 shillings can do marvelous. 250,000 shillings can restore someone's eye. So come out. 250,000 shillings, Mr. Chilabo, if you go out to a picnic with your loved one, probably you will only spend it in food. You won't even go for zip lining. You won't go for these.
Valentine is just around the corner,
Yeah, Valentine is
and
just
you're going to
around.
see people are just that's just roses and a few things, and it's done.
And it will spend more. They will spend more than 1 or 2 millions. But just 250,000 can restore someone's eye. 10,000 can give someone treatment and probably consultation for a GAT disorder. Yeah, so something very small can help to restore someone's health. In orphan care, only 50,000 or 100,000 can pay school fees for someone's 2 terms, a full year. There are those who we pay for 100,000 in our vocational institutes, and they get a skill that they will use all throughout their life. So just imagine someone is giving you a lot of prayers or a lot of praises or a lot of gratitude, over 50,000 shillings, that you can just go to KFC and I think you can't even exceed 5 pieces of chicken.
Because if you're going to get quite a number, you'll be in about 115 something.
Yeah, so 70,000 to 100.
70,000.
So just 50,000, you can give someone a future in life. So I call upon all Ugandans to please do something of charity. My brother Mr. Chiraba was just saying that in the developed countries, philanthropists, that's what they call themselves. You find Bill Gates, he's trying to put money into vaccinations and trying to help the less privileged. You find the
Warren Buffett,
the Warren Buffett
running a number of charities.
Exactly. So we call upon the tycoons of Uganda to also do the same, to run to these charities and give back to the community, because this is the same community that you get your money from. So give back so that we can give you even more to store in your bank accounts.
Well, I want to thank you so much, brothers. Thank you so much for your time. I want to thank very much people that have stood with humanity first, because this is a non-profit making organization but just extends humanity to mankind. You've been hearing of the 8 programs that they run. Who wouldn't want to be part of the noble cause to extend water to people who do not have water? Water is life. Who wouldn't, and why shouldn't you be part of the cause to restore someone's sight, gift for sight? Just close your eyes for 5 minutes. If someone has been moving in that manner and one day it is a miracle to them through your giving, oh wow, I know then the reward in heaven, you can never know how much you will be rewarded. So there's no way, well, in my faith, in the scriptures we have where people came to the Lord and he told them, when I was hungry, you fed me. And they asked, but when did we feed you? He said, when you fed the hungry, you fed me. When I had no clothes, you clothed me. But then they asked, Father, when did we give you clothes? He said, when you were giving people with no clothes, you dressed me. So there is so much benefit on earth and above for you. See you tomorrow, God willing. Have a lovely day. Good morning.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda Extra.